super communication speeds beyond speech, for example, superior uh, precision athletic abilities. I think that these are very serious kind of questions to be asking now because, as you mentioned, the pathway so far is really to focus on these medical applications. I personally don't think that we've thought enough actually about what these kind of scenarios are going to look like. And I don't think we've thought through all the ethical implications of what this means for augmentation in particular. There's part of this that is not new at all. Humans throughout history have been doing things to augment our function. Coffee, nicotine, all kinds of medications that cross over from medical to consumer, that is everywhere. So the pursuit of augmentation or performance or enhancement is really not a new thing. The questions really, as they relate to neurotechnologies, for example, have to do with the invasive nature. For example, if these technologies require surgery, for example, to do something that is not for a medical application. Again, that is not exactly new territory either. People do that routinely for cosmetic kind of procedures, for physical appearance, not necessarily cognitive. So I do think that provided the technology continues to emerge the way that it does, that it's going to be around the corner. And it probably is not going to be in ways that are super obvious. I don't think it's going to be like, can we easily memorize every fact in the world? But in forms that are going to be much more incremental and maybe more subtle. In many ways, we already have that now. Like, for example, you don't have to have a neural interface embedded in your brain to get information, essentially access to all information in the world. You just have to have, your iPhone. Whether you could do it faster through a brain interface, I definitely wouldn't rule that out. But think about this, that the systems that we have already to speak and to communicate have evolved over, thousands and millions of years, and they're supported by neural structures that have bandwidth of millions of neurons. There's no technology that exists right now that people are thinking about that are in commercial form, certainly, not even in research labs, that come anywhere close to what has been evolved for those natural purposes. So I'm essentially saying two sides of this, which is we're already getting into this now. This is not new territory. This topic of augmentation, both physical and cognitive, we've already surpassed that. That's part of what humans do in general. But we are entering this area of like enhanced cognition, these areas that I think the technology is going to be the rate limiting step and how far it can go. And we have not had the full conversations about, number one,